Good afternoon, class. How are you all today? Did you all have your lunch? Did all of you all have your lunch? Did you have a very good afternoon? Everybody?
Teacher.
Okay, let's start with this song. I'm sure all of you all are very experienced in singing this song because you've always sang this with teacher Saras. So let's sing together. I hope I could hear your voice much more louder than me because I think you all are experts now. So shall we just start singing the Good Afternoon to You song? 1, 2, 3. Good afternoon to you. Good afternoon to you. Good afternoon, dear friends. I'm glad to see you.
I'm glad to see you.
Okay, let's sing the next song. Looking through the window. Looking through the window. And who do I see?
I see children
Waving at me.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, how are you? I'm fine. I'm fine, thank you.
Very good, children. Okay, let's start with our lesson today. Okay, today we are going to learn on. Okay, let's just go back to what we have learned previously. Okay, previously we have learned on reflexive pronouns. Okay, what is reflexive pronouns? Pronouns is a pronoun that is followed by self or selves. Examples are, for me, like I, you say myself. You, yourself. He, himself. She, herself. It, itself. We, ourselves. You, yourself. And they, themselves. Okay, we also learned on possessive pronouns. Okay, what is possessive pronouns? Okay, example is like this. Okay, possessive is more like you have the item, it belongs to you, so you are in possession of it. So example is, this pen is my pen. This pen is my pen, not your pen. So this pen is mine, not yours. Okay. The next one we have studied is on main ideas. The main ideas is what a text is mostly about. You look at the title and picture, and sometimes the main idea is in the first and the last sentence. And we also look for clue words repeated over and over again. Okay. Let's start today. We're going to learn on demonstrative pronouns. Okay. Okay. Examples of demonstrative pronouns are those, that, this, and these. Okay. Let me explain a bit more on demonstrative pronouns. Okay. Okay. In simple terms, what does this demonstrative pronoun mean? It actually represents a thing or things. One is a thing, many is called things. And it is also differentiated with near, as in distance and time. For any object that is near, it's called this or these. Something that is far away from distance or time, it's called that or those. So this and that are considered singular because it's like one. But if you have more than one, then it's called plural. Examples of singular is, since this is one apple, so it is called, this is an apple. Because the apple is near you. Let's say the apple is far away from you, then you say, that is an apple. Okay. As for plural, there are many apples. So what do you call this? These are apples because there are many. But if it's far away, then you say, those are apples. Can you repeat these sentences, children? Can you please say this first sentence? This. Can all of you say together?
Is an apple.
Okay.
That is an apple.
Good. How about the other one?
These are apples.
Very good.
Those are apples.
Very good. Okay, these are some of the examples. Okay, we use this for singular form, which is one and which is near. So it is called, example is, this is my car. If your car is near you, then this is my car. But if your car is far away, then you say, that is my car. So similarly, the second one will be that. It's also a singular. Example will be, that house is not mine. The third one would be these. These are considered plural form. Plural means many. Okay, will you move these for me? And those are plural form for those belong to Sarah. Please read this, children. Please read the examples.
This is my car.
Correct.
That house is not
Mine.
mine.
Yes.
Will you move this for me? That belongs to Sarah.
Very good. Very good, children. Okay. These are most examples. Okay, example here singular. Okay, when you see this, okay, this is one bag and the arrow is near. So the distance is near. So it's called, this is my
School bag.
school bag. Okay. That, okay, the arrow is far away. The ruler is not near you. The ruler is far from you because look at the arrow, it's showing far. What do you call that?
That is my ruler.
My ruler.
That
Okay.
is my
Good. How about these? These, the arrow is near and there are many pencils. So these are,
My pencils.
yes. And this one, the arrow is far away. So what do you think it would be? Those are,
My books.
exactly. Very good, children. Okay, let's now match and see what do you see here, okay? Okay, this is umbrella. So which do you think the umbrella is? Is it this? Is it this? Which is the umbrella?
Second.
First, second, third?
Third one. Third
Okay.
picture.
Very good. Okay. How about the second one? This, can you please read?
This is a dress.
Which is a dress.
First picture. First
Okay, very
picture.
good. How about the other one, the third one?
This is a cloud. Second picture.
Okay, very good, children. How about the next one? This is an apple. Which do you think an apple? Is this an apple? What is the apple? Picture 1, 4. Okay, very
Last
good.
picture.
That,
That is an airplane.
very good. Which do you think the aeroplane? Which picture?
Third picture.
Okay. How about this one? This is
This is a doll. First picture.
first picture. Okay. How about this? That
That
is
is a shark.
okay. What is
Second
a shark?
picture.
Very good, children. Okay, let's do this. Okay, let's read and match. She likes pink bag. Where do you think the pink bag is? First, second, third, fourth.
Third.
Okay, so do you think it's a this or these or that or those? What do you think? Because there's only one bag. So she likes,
This.
right, this. Okay, she likes this because it's only one. How about the next one? White board. Where do you think the whiteboard is? Which is the whiteboard? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sorry?
Sixth picture. Sixth picture.
6 picture. Yeah. So what do you think? Whiteboard. Is it one or is it many? Is it one board? Or is it-
One
Okay.
board.
So one would be.
Back.
Is it near or far? Is it near or far? The board is near you.
Far. Far.
If it's far and if it's one, what do you call that?
Back.
Yes.
That.
Very good. Correct. Very good. How about this? Do you see castle over there? So castle is near or far? Castle is near or far away? Which is a castle? Which is a castle? One.
Second picture.
Castle is a place where the king lives. It's like a house, but where a king and queen lives. So where do you think the castle is? 1, 2. Yes. So is it one castle or is it many castles?
Castle.
One castle. So one castle far away, what do you think it is?
Back.
Yes, correct. How about this? Old computer is so slow. Is the computer? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, correct. So is it one computer or many computers?
One computer.
Okay, so is it near or far? It's near, right?
Near,
Okay,
near,
so what do
near,
you say for near?
This.
This, yes, correct. How about is my little brother? His name is Ken. Which do you think little brother is? One.
One. Picture.
Okay, so is it one and what is he near or far?
Near.
Okay, so he should be
This.
this. Okay, correct. How about this?
Stars.
Stars are far away. Where do you think the stars are? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Four.
Is the star near you or is the stars far away from you?
Far away.
So far away, is the star one or is it many stars?
Any stars.
So many stars and far away, what do you call that?
Those.
Exactly, those stars are far away. Okay, how about the last picture? I think now you know what, there's only one picture left. Terry stays so good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These. Okay, very good. These cherries. Okay. Let's go to the next slide. Okay. Is my favorite book. That the arrow is near and one book. So which do you think the answer is?
This is my favorite book.
Correct. How about the second one? How's the second one? Students are happy.
Those
That is, which is the answer? A, B, or C?
Are happy.
Correct. How about chairs are comfortable? Near. The arrow is near and
These chairs are comfortable.
Okay. For the last one, there's one bus. Is the
The
school
school bus.
bus. Far away. The bus.
The school bus.
Yes. Okay. Can you read for me? Can you read for me the sentence, please?
This is
My favorite book.
Yes.
Students
Are happy.
Okay. Third one.
Stars are comfortable. That is school bus.
Very good, children. Very good. Okay. Okay, let's go to the next one. Okay, let's choose and complete this sentence. This cow, okay, this cow is, the arrow is near and it's only one cow. So what do you think the answer is? This, that, this. Correct. How about the next one? How about the next one?
That is
Yes.
Is a hat.
How about the third?
Those are carrots.
Yes. Very good.
These
The arrow.
bananas.
Yes. Correct. Do you like to eat bananas? Do you like to eat bananas?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, please read the sentence for me, children, please.
This is a cow. That is a hen.
Let's do the next one. Dash are crayons. How many crayons? Many crayons and near. What do you think the answer is? What do you think the answer is? How about this? Car. One car. Yes. For this?
That is a trunk.
Correct. And yes. Okay. Please read these sentences, children.
These are crayons. This is a car.
Very good. Very good. Excellent, children. Okay, let's do a few more exercises, okay? Please read these sentences.
That is a hill.
Okay.
That is a well.
Okay.
That is a table. This is a table.
This is a table.
Cow. This is a ruler. This is a ruler. This is a flower. This is a
Okay.
banana.
Let's fill up this sentence, okay? You have to match these sentences to these pictures. So let's see. What do you think this is? What do you think this is?
This
Is it
is
a
a
cow?
table.
Okay, it's a table.
A
And
table.
the arrow is near. So it's a table.
This is a
How
table.
about the next one?
That is a whale.
Yes, correct. And with this one?
That is a cow. That is a cow.
Okay, let's do the next one.
This is a flower.
Very good.
That is
What?
a hill.
What's the number 5? Yes.
This is a ruler.
Correct. Very good, children. How about the last two? Okay.
This is a banana.
And how about the last one? Correct. Very good. Let's fill in the blanks with these and those, okay? So what do you think? The books are here nearby, and there are many books. Yes. How about this? If you see a hand, it's showing far away. So, yes. How about this? Okay. Do you all like to play kites? Do you all like to play kites? Do you all like to play kites?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, how about this?
These are mangoes.
Very good. How about this?
These are sticks.
Very good. And this?
Those are
Excellent. Okay. How about the next one?
These are flowers.
Very good. How about this?
These are flowers.
Yes.
Those are
Good.
These are baskets.
Very good. How about this?
These are shoes.
Excellent. And the last
Those
one.
are lions.
Yes. Those are lions. Okay. Okay, now we have come to the writing part. Okay. So what we have learned previously is on the story elements. Okay. Basically, the story elements, like what teacher Saras has said before, it has got a beginning, middle, and an end. Okay, so beginning, usually you have the main characters are introduced and the settings is described. The middle part of the story is actually on the main events that happen and what is the problem that is introduced. And the end of the story is how the problem is solved and how the story comes to an end. So usually we have settings. So settings is like where and when the story takes place, whether it's in a jungle, whether it's in a park, whether it's in an airport, you know, and the main characters is who the story is mostly about, what we have learned so far, okay? And we have 5 elements of a story. The first one called characters. So characters, as you know, children, is who the story is about, okay? Whether it's about people, animal, or creatures in the story that carry out the action, okay? The settings is when and where the story takes place. Is it in a city, a park, a forest, outer space, somewhere else? The problem is the dilemma of what happened, what kind of conflict that happened, what went wrong in the story. The solution is how do you solve this problem and what do the characters do to solve the issue? And the theme is the main message or the moral of the story, what lessons you have. Okay? Okay, let's see. Okay, these are two story of 2 mice. You know what a mice is? Small mice, you know. Can you see this picture here? These are 2 mice, okay? Let me read to you, okay? First I will read, then you can read after that, okay? Mike and Mo were 2 mice. They lived in a greenhouse. Mike and Mo saw some cheese. I want the cheese, said Mike. It's mine, said Mo. Mike and Mo yelled and yelled. Could we split, said Mo. Yes, said Mike. They both had some cheese. Okay, can one of you all read it? You all read? Who wants to read this short story? Who wants to read?
May I?
Okay, please. Yeah, please.
Mike and Mo were two mice. They lived in a little greenhouse. Mike and Mo saw some cheese.
Yes.
I want the cheese, said
Yes.
Mike. It's mine, said Mo. Mike and Mo yelled and yelled. How about we split it, said Mo. Yes, said Mike. They both had some cheese.
Yes, very good, very good. How about another one you can read? Anyone else who wants to read?
I
Okay,
can.
okay, please read.
Mike and Mo were two mice. They lived in a little greenhouse.
Mhm.
Mike and Mo said, I want the cheese, said Mike.
cheese.
Mike and Mo yelled,
It's mine, said Mo.
and Mo yelled, they both had some cheese.
Very good.
Said Mo.
Okay, very good. Okay, who else? One more person who can read. Who wants to read? One more person. Okay, please do. Okay, please read. Okay, who's going to read? Who is it? Kasuni or who was that? Can you please tell your name? Kasuni. Okay, Kasuni, please read.
Mike and Mo were two mice. They lived in a little greenhouse.
Mhm.
Mike and Mo saw some cheese.
Mhm.
I want the cheese, said Mike. It's mine.
Mhm.
Said Mo. Mike and Mo yelled and yelled.
Mhm.
How about we split it, said Mo. Yes,
Mhm.
said Mike. They both had some cheese.
Okay, do you understand? Do you understand the story?
Yes.
Okay, okay. Who wanted to share the cheese? Who are those who wanted to share the cheese?
Mike and Mo.
Okay, so in first they fought with each other. In the end, how did they manage to overcome their problem? What did they do? How did they solve their problem? Because they both wanted to eat the cheese. They shared. Okay. So let's see. Okay, color the genre of this story. So this is actually a fantasy. Okay, this story is actually a fantasy. So who do you think the characters are in this story?
Mike and Mo.
They are, what are they? They are two mice. Okay. Okay. Where do you think the setting is? Where is it? Where is this place? Where are they? Where do they?
Little greenhouse.
Yes, little greenhouse. And what do you think? And what do you think their problem was?
Fight over a
They were
cheese.
fighting over. Yes, they were fighting over the cheese. And how did they solve the problem?
They shared each other.
Yes, they split and shared the cheese. Okay. Okay, these are story elements. Okay, now can you please explain to me which is the character? C is for character, S is for setting, and P is for plot. Okay. Usually a character is those who's getting involved in that story. And the setting is whether, like I said earlier, whether it's in a forest or park, and the plot is the sequence. Okay. So a rainy day, what do you think is it? Is it a C, a S, or P? Is it a character, setting, plot? A rainy day.
S.
What do you think it is? P is for character, S is for the setting. Setting is usually the place. Character is the people involved or the animals. And P is the plot. So a rainy day, what do you think it is?
S.
Yes. How about the barking dog?
C.
Yes, correct. How about building your house of straw and getting it blown away?
P.
Correct. A charming prince.
C.
Correct. Deep in the woods.
S.
Correct. Hansel and Gretel were lost and it was getting late.
P.
Yes. How about the wicked witch?
C.
Correct. How about the sharks were swimming around us?
S.
P P. It's a plot. Okay. How about a sunny, beautiful day?
S.
Yes. And the snake slithered away very fast. What do you think it is?
P.
Okay, correct. Okay, so now let's go to the story element reviews, okay? So choose the correct answer. A setting is the inner story. Which do you think it is? When and where, who, beginning, middle, and ending, or solution. So a setting is usually what in a story? What do you think it is?
When and where in a story.
Very good. How about the next one? The characters are what in the
Who
story?
is in a story.
Yes. For the third one, the plot is the what in a story?
Beginning, middle, and ending and the story.
Excellent, children.
Beginning,
How about
middle, and ending.
every plot has a problem and
A solution.
solution. Very good. Very good, children. Okay, how many of you all have read the story of Little Red Riding Hood? Have you all heard about the story Little Red Riding Hood?
Yes.
Okay, do you like the story?
Yes.
Okay, let's see. Okay, I'll read it first, the story of Little Red Riding Hood. Then, Kasuni, I see your palm is up. Do you need to ask me a question? Kasuni, I see your. Do you have any questions? Hello, Kasuni. Okay. Okay, I'll read to you the Little Red Riding Hood story first, and then later I want you to read together, okay? Little Red Riding Hood lived in a wood with her mother. One day, Little Red Riding Hood went to visit her granny. She had a nice cake in her basket. On her way, Little Red Riding Hood met a wolf. "Hello," said the wolf. "Where are you going?" "I'm going to see my grandmother. She lives in a house behind those trees." The wolf ran to Granny's house and ate Granny up. He got into Granny's bed. A little later, Little Red Riding Hood reached the house. She looked at the wolf. "Granny, what big eyes you have." "All the better to see you with," said the wolf. "Granny, what big ears you have." "All the better to hear you with," said the wolf. "Granny, what a big nose you have." "All the better to smell you with," said the wolf. "Granny, what big teeth you have." "All the better to eat you with," shouted the wolf. The woodcutter was in the wood. He heard a loud scream and ran to the house. The woodcutter hit the wolf over the head. The wolf opened its mouth and shouted, and Granny jumped out. The wolf ran away, and Little Red Riding Hood never saw the wolf again. Do you understand the story, children? Do you understand the story?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Do you think it's a nice story?
Yes, teacher. Very
Okay.
nice.
Do you understand any? Do you understand any of the words or anything difficult for you? Is there any words that's difficult for you that you need me to explain?
No,
You understand? Okay. Can one of y'all read this story? Who wants to read? Amaya, is it?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, please read, Amaya.
Little Red Riding Hood lived in a wood with her mother. One day, Little Red Riding Hood went to visit her granny. She had a nice cake in her basket. On her way, Little Red Riding Hood met a wolf. "Hello," said the wolf. "Where are you going?" "I am going to see my grandmother. She lives in a house behind those trees." The wolf ran to Granny's house and ate Granny up. He got into Granny's bed. A little later, Little Red Riding Hood reached the house. She looked at the wolf. Granny, what big eyes you have! All the better to see you with, sighed the wolf. Granny, what big ears you have! All the better to hear you with, said the wolf. Granny, what a big nose you have! All the better to smell you with, said the wolf. Granny, what big teeth you have! All the better to eat you with. Shut out the wolf. A woodcutter was in the wood. He heard Lord scream and ran to the house. The woodcutter hit the wolf over the head. The
Head.
wolf opened his mouth wide and shouted, and Granny jumped out. The wolf ran away, and Little Red Riding Hood never saw the wolf again.
Very good. Very good. Who else would like to read this?
Teacher, may I read? I'm
Okay,
Tanvi.
please tell your name. Please tell me your name and then please.
Tanvi. Little Red Riding Hood lived in a wood with her mother. One day, Little Red Riding Hood went to visit her granny. She had a nice cake in her basket. On her way, Little Red Riding Hood met a wolf. "Hello," said the wolf. "Where are you going?" "I am going to see my grandmother. She lives in a house behind those trees." The wolf ran to Granny's house and ate Granny up. He got into Granny's bed. A little later, Little Red Riding Hood reached the house. She looked at the wolf. "Granny, what big eyes you have! All the better to see you with," said the wolf. "Granny, what big ears you have! All the better to hear you with," said the wolf. "Granny, what big nose you have! All the better to smell you with," said the wolf. "Granny, what big teeth you have! All the better to eat you with," shouted the wolf. A woodcutter was in the wood. He heard the loud scream and ran to the house. The woodcutter hit the wolf over the head. The wolf opened his mouth wide and shouted, and Granny jumped out. The wolf ran away, and Little Red Riding Hood never saw the wolf again.
Very good. Very good. Okay, who else would like to read?
Teacher, may I?
Yes.
May I?
Yes. Okay. Please tell me your name and tell me your name.
Little Red Riding Hood lived in a wood with her mother. One day, a Little Red Riding Hood wanted to visit her granny. She would a nice cake in her basket. On her way, Little Red Riding Hood meet a wolf. "Hello," said the wolf. "Where you going?" "I am going to see my grandmother. She lives in house behind those trees." The wolf ran to Granny's house and ate Granny up. He got into Granny's bed a little later. Little Red Riding reached the house. She looked at the wolf. "Granny, what big ears you have! All the better to see you."
Eyes you have. Okay. See you. Okay.
Said
Granny.
the wolf. "Granny, what ears you have, the better you have you with." And the small little, said the wolf. "Granny, what big teeth you have, all that better to eat you with." Should The wolf.
Shouted the wolf. Shout the wolf.
Wolf uttered. One day, Little Red Riding Hood went to visit her granny. She had a nice cake in her basket. On her way, Little Red Riding Hood met a wolf. "Hello," said the wolf. "Where are you going?" "I'm going to see my grandmother. She lives in a house behind those trees." The wolf ran to Granny's house and ate Granny up. He got into Granny's bed. A little later, Little Red Riding Hood reached the house. She looked at the wolf Granny. "What do you have? All the better to see you with," said the wolf. "Granny, what big ears you have! All the better you hear you with," said the wolf. "Granny, what a big nose you have! All the better to smell you with," said the wolf. "Granny, what big teeth you have! All the better to eat you with," shouted the wolf. A woodcutter was in the wood. He heard a loud scream and ran to the house. The woodcutter hit the wolf over the head. The wolf opened his mouth wide and shouted, and Granny jumped out. The wolf ran away, and Little Red Riding Hood never saw the wolf again.
Very good, children. Very good. All of you all can read very well. Okay, let me ask a few questions. So what do you think the wolf wanted to do? Why did the wolf go to the granny's house? What do you think the wolf wanted to do?
Eat Little Red Riding
Eat.
What do you think? Why do you think the wolf went to the granny's house?
To eat.
Granny.
Sorry?
To eat grandmother.
Eat grandmother.
Little Red Riding Hood.
Okay, so what happened after that? When he ate the grandmother, what happened after that? How did the grandmother come out?
When the wolf shouted.
Hold on a second, huh? Hold on a second. Hold on, children. I think the screen has just disappeared for a while. Hold on a second. Let me get back to the screen. Sorry about that. I just got kicked out. Okay, can you see this? Okay. So in the end, how do you think that Granny came out of the wolf's mouth? How do you think? What happened? What happened, children?
When the wolf opened his mouth.
Okay. Granny jumped out. Okay. All right. Let's go to the next part. Okay. Elements of the story. So let's identify the element of a story. Look at the picture and match. So what do you think the first picture is? Little Red Riding Hood, the grandmother. Characters, yes. How about this one? The wolf with Little Red Riding Hood.
Problem.
All right. How about this one? In the end, the granny came outside from the solution. Yes. What do you think this is? The house.
The setting.
Settings. Yes. How about this one? The floor.
The plot.
Plot. Okay. And what do you think this story is all about? It's about Little Red Riding Hood, right? And what do you think? What's the moral of the story from this Little Red Riding Hood? What's the moral of the story? What do you think the moral of the story is? Anybody? What do you think the story of Little Red Riding Hood tells you? How did the wolf find out that Little Red Riding Hood was going to the grandmother's house? Because Little Red Riding Hood told the wolf that she's going to the grandmother's house. That's why the wolf went to the grandmother's house and pretended to be like the grandmother, right? So what do you think the moral of the story is? You should not talk to strangers, okay? So the wolf is a stranger, so never talk to strangers, okay? Okay, now what we have learned was in the previous class, we have learned about, remember this, the park, remember this picture? Remember teacher Sarah's taught you all about this picture in the park? So let's read together what is the whole story in this park is, okay? Can all of you all read together?
Last Sunday, the park was very crowded. These
brother ran with the dog. Nearby, grandmother was very happy. However, there were two playing on the tree. They were clearly unaware of the dangers of doing so. Fall down.
Them come down
And injure themselves. Luckily, the grandmother saw this and politely asked them to come down from the tree. The children listened. They played safely on the ground.
Okay. Let me read to you, okay? Last Sunday, the park was crowded, very crowded. There were many children and families playing there. There was a girl riding a scooter while her brother ran with their cute dog. Nearby, a grandmother was comforting her granddaughter. They seemed to be very happy. However, there were two siblings playing on the tree. They were clearly unaware of the dangers of doing so. They could fall down and injure themselves. Luckily, the grandmother saw this and politely asked them to come down from the tree. The children listened and played safely on the ground. Okay? Do you understand the story? Do you understand the story, children?
Yes,
okay.
yes.
So,
Yes.
it's telling you that the problem was the children were playing, and it could be dangerous for them to play on the tree because they could fall down and injure themselves. Okay, so that's why the grandmother told them politely to come down from the tree so that they don't injure themselves. Okay, all right. Let's go to the next slide. Okay, let's talk about this, children. What do you think this is? Where do you think this is? Okay, the title of this is a holiday. Okay, where do you think this place is? You see a plane here, and you see escalator. Airport. Yes. What do you think the set? So the setting is at the airport. Okay, it's a holiday. The setting is at the airport. So who do you think the characters are down here?
Son, mom, and dad.
Okay. Who else? Who else?
The pilots and people.
Okay. What do you think? What do you think this little boy is doing with the parents? Where do you think? What is the father doing?
Carrying the luggage.
Okay, he's pushing. He's using a trolley and putting all the luggage bags on it, and he's pushing it. Okay, while the mother is holding the boy's hand. Okay, you can also see a lot of people coming down. It's called an escalator. And also, what can you see here? What are the people pointing at? What are they looking? What do you think they're looking? What do you think it is?
Planes.
Okay, here, remember you had a previous class where you learned about the airport. What are the places? What are the things you see in the airport? So here is a board. It is an arrival and a departure board. It shows you when the plane is arriving and when the plane is taking off. Okay. So what do you think the problem here is? What do you think? What do you think is there a problem here? What do you think a problem is over here? Can you see anything and let me know, children?
No.
No problem. What do you think this man is doing? Look at the man's face. Is he happy or is he sad or is he angry? What do you think he is doing? What do you think the man is doing?
He's checking.
Checking something with the lady. Is he happy? Does he look happy?
No.
No. What do you think these other two people here are doing? What do you think they are doing?
They're talking.
They are talking. They are whispering behind this man. So what do you think the problem could be? Any idea, children? Any idea you think that why is the man looking?
Serious thing in his luggage and she's
Checking in the luggage and
found something bad.
Found something? What did he find? How about anybody else? Anyone else? What do you think? What do you think that the problem is? Any idea? Maybe he couldn't find his plane ticket, or maybe he missed his flight. What do you think the problem would be? Any idea, children? Anyone has got any idea? What do you think the problem is?
8 kilograms.
Sorry? I can't hear you. Who's that? Is it Tanudi? Tanudi, you?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, what is the problem you think, Tanudi?
The overweight bag.
The
Overweight bag.
always? Sorry, I didn't get you.
Overweight bag.
Oh, the overweight bag. Oh, okay. Yes, probably yes. That the bag is overweight and then they had to pay extra for the extra luggage that he's carrying. Okay, so how do you think the solution would be? What do you think the solution? So like what Tanudi said, if it's the bag is it's overweight, then the solution would be you have to pay. He has to pay extra money for the additional luggage that he's carrying. Okay, or he may have missed his flight, and maybe the lady is checking out to see whether she can get another flight. Okay, you understand? Do you all like to go for holiday? Like to go holiday?
Yeah.
Where do you like to go for holidays? Tell me, where do you like to go for holidays?
To the
Playground.
Where do you like to go? Okay, tell me one.
Beach.
Okay, beach. Oh, very nice. So what do you do in the beach? What do you do in the beach? You swim?
Play.
You play.
Making sandcastles.
Making sandcastles. That's very nice. What else do you do? What else do you do?
Playing.
Playing. Yes. Very good. What else? Where else do you like to go for your holiday?
To visit different countries.
You like to visit different countries. That's very good. Where do you want to go? Tell me. Tell me which country you like to visit.
Canada.
Canada. You like to go Canada?
Africa.
Australia. Okay, good. Very good.
Africa.
Egypt, very nice. What you can see? What can you see in Egypt? You can see the big pyramids, the huge pyramids. Have you seen the pyramid photos? You can see a lot of huge pyramids in Egypt. How about the rest of y'all? Apart from going overseas and the beach, where else do you like to go? What about theme parks? Have you been to theme parks?
Yes.
Do you all like to go to theme parks?
Yes.
Very good. Okay, where else do you like to go? Where do you like to go? Zoo. Yes. What do you see in the zoo?
Animals.
Yes. What's your favorite animal? What's your favorite animal? Lion. Oh, yes. How about pandas and giraffes? Yes. What else? What else?
Fish.
Elephants, crocodiles.
Elephants, crocodiles, fish.
Bears, snakes,
Lion.
Deer.
yes, yes,
Ponies,
Parrots.
horse, ponies,
yes.
camel.
Camel. Oh, okay. You like camels. Yes. Do you see cats there? Do you see cats? Do you see cats in zoos? No.
No.
Do you see dogs in zoo?
No.
Do you have pets in the house? Do you have cats and dogs in the house? Do you have
Yes, teacher.
anyone have cats and dogs in the house? Do you have?
Yes.
Yeah.
You have. Oh, that's very nice. Okay, let's go to the next slide. Okay, let's sing along. Class is almost ending. Do you all know this song? 1, 2, 4, 5. Do you know this song? Any one of you all? I will sing first, and then I want you to follow me, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once I caught a fish alive. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then I let it go again. Why did I let it go? Because it bit my finger so. Which finger did it bite? This little finger on the right. Okay? Can you all sing together?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, let's sing.
Yes, teacher.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Once I
Once I
caught
caught a fish
fish alive.
alive.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then I let it go again.
Why did I let it go?
Because it bit my finger so. Which finger did it bite? This little finger on my right.
Okay, let's sing another song, okay? Before we finish, let's sing another song, okay? This is a long song. It's called The Wheels on the Bus, okay? We have the wheels. Do you know when you go, all of you all have gone in the bus, right? So you have the wheel of the bus. The bus driver is using the wheel to turn the bus left and right, okay? And then he uses the wiper. You know what's the wiper for? The wiper, if it rains and you can't see the screen, so the wiper is to clear the water, okay? To clear the rainwater. And then you also have the beeps. Do you know the beeps, like the horn? The bus driver, when he's driving and he sees a car coming or people walking, he will press the horn, beep, 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 you know? So let's sing this song, okay? Do you all know this song? Do you all know this song, The Wheels on the Bus?
Yes.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. The wheels on the bus
go round and round and round and round,
round and round.
The wiper on the bus, swish, 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 swish. The wiper on the bus goes swish, 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 all the way to town. The people on the bus go up and down, up and down, up and down. The people on the bus go up and down, all the way to town. The
horn on the bus was
beep,
beep,
beep, beep, beep,
beep,
beep, beep, beep, beep. Horn on the bus.
the bus beep, beep,
All
beep,
the way.
all the way to class.
beep,
So
beep.
you like the song? You like the song?
Yes, I like.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Let's sing the last song before we leave, okay? This is the goodbye song. I'm sure all of you are experts right now, so you can sing together. Our English class, let's sing, children. Our English class. Time to say goodbye. Bye.
To say goodbye. See you online.
All once
Bye.
Goodbye. Once again. Thank you so much, children, for your help. Thank you for your participation. Have a nice weekend, a nice weekday, okay? Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Have a nice day.
Have a nice day.
Bye, teacher.
Thank you, children. Thank you so much. So much.
Yeah.
Have a nice day.
Thank you, Nalynie.
Thank you. Welcome.
Oh, yeah.
Bante?
A nice one.
Thank you. Bante, so shall I take my leave, Bante?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, Teacher Nalynie, for
Thank
your
you.
contribution.
Nalynie. Yeah,
Thank
you
you.
have done very well.
Thank you, sister. Thank you.
Thank you for your contributions.
Welcome.
Thank you. And I hope you can join us.
Yes, yes, I
when
will
you are
try to.
free,
Yes, I
when you
will
have
do
the
that.
time.
Yes, I will
Yeah.
do that.
I also would like to invite you if you have any
Thank
free time,
you.
please join with us and give
Sure, will
a
do,
contribution
Bante.
to carry on our class.
Yes, Bante. Sure, we'll do that. Thank you so much, Bante. Thank you so much to Jamie. Thank you,
Yeah.
Mr. Cyrus. Thank you. So, Bante, I
Bye.
leave now.
Thank you. Have a good weekend.
Okay, have a good weekend.
Bye. Bye, Reverend. Thank you. Bye, Jamie. Bye, everybody. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
See you.
Bye.
See you. Bye bye. Take care. Bye bye.
Good evening, Teacher Soothing. You are muted.
Sorry. Hi, good evening, Reverend Akila. So later on, you let me know when I can start. Thank you.